What's up, coach? I am so glad to have you here. I'm going to share with you something that I think is probably the most important thing that you can bring to the table if you're looking to share a message, something that deep down in your heart you know needs to be shared with the world because it's got the potential to change lives. If you're trying to get more leads, more sales, have a better business, I think what I'm going to share with you today is the most important thing that you need to have. And the reason why I want to share this with you is a few years back, I was working with a coach and he took me through this exercise, and it it was the most powerful thing that I have ever experienced because it changed the way, one, that I see how I see myself, but two, how I function on a day-to-day basis. Now, if you followed me for any length of time, you know a little bit about me, that I'm a Christian. I'm a husband. I've got a family with some wonderful kids. And a few years ago, I was working with this coach, and this exercise that he took me through was really meant to help me get down to the core of who I am and what I want in my life, and kind of uh, what I deeply desire at the most foundational level, what I want. And so he asked me, "What do you want?" And at that point in life, the first thing that came to mind was I would love to have a Tesla, right? Like I want a Model X. That would be really cool. Get ludicrous mode and be able to just go super fast. And it was this, very material item. And so he asked me again. He's like, "That's not really what you want. What do you actually want?" And then I was like, well, it'd be awesome to have $1 million, right? Because if I had $1 million, I could have a lot more, choices. I could buy this thing or buy that thing or get a different house. And it was still at this really surface level type of answer. He said, I know that's not what you want either. What do you really want? And we went back and forth through this exercise. It was probably 6 or 7 times. He kept asking me, kept trying to dig deeper. And I started to get a little bit further down into what I actually want deep down. Um, I said, I just want I want freedom, right? I want the ability to choose. I want to have opportunities. I don't want to feel like I'm controlled by somebody else. Like I actually have control and agency over my own life. And that was pretty deep. But he asked me again. He said, even that is not really what you want. What do you actually want? And what happened next completely changed my life. I had my eyes closed during this whole experience. And when he asked me that the very last time, I had a picture. This was the very first time that I ever had a vision that I feel 100% was from God. And it was me walking up to the gates of heaven. And I heard 6 words that changed my life forever. God said to me, well done, good and faithful servant. Now, if you know anything about me, I have been a perfectionist my whole life. I was valedictorian of my class, all star athlete. I've basically been good at pretty much anything that I've tried, with the exception of a few things like music, maybe being one of them. I love music, but I'm not great at it. And as I was growing up, I grew up in a Christian family, and I went to church. One of my claims to fame was I grew up Lutheran, so I had to go through these confirmation classes, and we had a big final exam. And on that final exam, I got 99.5% of the questions right. I got half a point off, and I'm like, that's great. That was what I was proud of, right? I was trying to perform and basically please my parents. And so for as long as I could remember, I was performance based. Like that's who I was. And my love language, if you've ever done the love languages test, is words of affirmation. So I like when people tell me like, "Oh, you do a great job. Like I love this about you. Thank you for that. This and that and the other thing." And so deep down, what I desired most was to be accepted, not by people, but by God. And when I heard those words and saw that vision, and he said, well done, good and faithful servant, what that did for me was it allowed me to be myself, to know that I'm going to hear this for real. I do believe that he actually said that to me, but I'm going to hear this for real one day. When I die, I'm going to be before God, and that's what he's going to say because I put my faith in him. And because I knew that, because that belief shifted for me, because I came into alignment with what I really want most, it allowed me to live from that place. And now everything that I do stems from it. It helped me get rid of the worry about being judged by other people. It helped me get rid of that performance and that perfectionist mindset. And it just basically like freed me to be myself and to be who I am and not to worry about that. And so the reason that I share this with you is I know for a fact that coaches, because I had this experience with a coach, they have probably um, the most unique and the biggest opportunity to make a transformation in people's lives. Just the nature of the relationship you have, the depth that you can go, the way that you can challenge people and be challenged, the way that you can celebrate and encourage them, and just the relationship that's built. I believe that coaches have one of the most unique opportunities to help people transform their lives and to become the people that they truly want to be. And so, because I believe that, that comes through in my marketing, it comes through in my sales, it comes through in my interactions with people. And that all stems from one thing. And it's the one thing that I think is going to be the catalyst and the game changer for you when it comes to getting your message out there and having it really resonate with people to help you get more leads, to help you get more sales and clients and build deeper relationships. And that one thing is conviction. See, me having this experience with this coach gave me the conviction that coaches have this unique opportunity to change the world and to change people's lives. And it gave me passion about it because my life was changed by it. Now, you're probably a coach, whether you're like a health coach or a life coach or a business coach, or maybe you teach people a certain skill, like how to be a better speaker or something like that, right? Copywriting coach, like whatever it is, you probably have a specific reason that you are on the path that you're on. There's something that happened or some belief that you have developed over time to where that's what drives you. Like I am so passionate about this thing and about helping these people because fill in the blank. That blank, that experience that you had gives you the conviction that drives you. One thing that my wife and I years ago, we had a fitness studio. She's like this fitness brain, and I'm the business side, and we like partnered up to try and start this kettlebell studio, which was an awesome experience working with her. One of the kind of concepts that she shared with me, we were talking with about how to get our clients to show up and have energy and be engaged and that kind of thing. And some people had the question for us like, how do you stay motivated, like how do you just keep going? And my wife said it's not about motivation. What it actually is about is inspiration. See, motivation, the first three letters are MOT. And the way my wife put it, she said that comes from many other things. Motivation comes from many other things, right? It's outside sources that you're taking as input to try and encourage you to keep you going. But inspiration comes from within. And that's the thing that drives you over the long term. And so for you as a coach, you have to bring conviction. You have to be inspired by something for a reason and bring that conviction to what you do. Now, here's the other reason why I believe that this is probably one of the most powerful things that you can bring to the table is because when people hear you, when you are sharing a message with conviction, when you're passionate about it, when you share it with energy and enthusiasm, when you bring a story to it that really shares that experience and helps someone else see the truth through your eyes, that's really what attracts people. It draws people to you. Now, you don't have to be like some professional speaker. I am not a professional speaker by any means. I don't go on giant stages to share messages with people. But I have conviction and I have a belief that coaches have one of the most unique opportunities to change the world. And that's why I serve them. That's why coaches of all different kinds work with me. Over the last few years, I've helped coaches in over 20 different niches generate over $30 million. And part of that is due to my belief and my desire to be able to serve them so that they can better serve the world. Now, you've probably got something very similar. And I would encourage you, if you haven't really thought about that kind of initial story that gives you the energy and the inspiration to be able to go forward and share that message and get it out in the world, really nail that down. Find it. Find whatever that thing is that initially lit the spark for you, for whatever it is that you do, whatever type of coaching you do, and share that. Put that out there. Put yourself fully out there, and it will naturally draw in. It will attract the right people to you. Some people it won't be a great fit. And that's okay. We can't be everything to everyone, but for the right person, it will draw them to you. It'll make it easier for you to get leads, to get sales, and then ultimately, the most important thing, to help people become who they want to be, to change their lives and have the results. So I just wanted to share that with you. It's been on my heart for a couple of days, and I hope that this encourages you and gives you um, the permission, not that you actually needed it, but it gives you the permission to just be yourself, put yourself out there, share your story, share why you're passionate about what type of coaching you do, and just get out there and change the world. This is the way.